Right, okay then, so welcome to the Leeds latest Leeds United news YouTube channel. And today, as you can probably tell by the title, we are going to be looking at most of the transfer rumours for Leeds so far. So, start off with the QPR winger. I'll describe him just speedy, creative, and I think he brings a bit more to our wingers. But his name is Asai Samuel. As I said, creative, speedy. He can just run down the wings, and apparently we're currently front runners to put in a 5 million bid or something. I think that if that does go through, I'll be happy. But I don't think he will be one of the star players as such that we will sign. Next up is a Spurs centre-back, Wanfoyth. We've been linked with him a lot. I think this is one of the ones probably most likely out of these, definitely in the top couple. And Wanfoyth, young, I think more of a backup in my eyes. I don't think he can start, especially. I mean, he's just not load of game time for Spurs, and I think jumping in straight for the aims we've got as Leeds to him jumping into the starting 11 straight away, I don't think it will be the right way to go. But the backup, if we do sign one of the centre backs, which will be later on in the video, I'm sure you'll probably know who it is, but I think backup would be good. We could put in either 15 million bid, something like that, or start for the loan with an option to buy in the future, which you saw Leeds do quite a bit now. Just trying to put off the big money fee after a season, even if we don't think then want him for another season maybe. Next up is a player I don't really know a lot about. I can't see it happening that all of a sudden. I don't think he suits our playing style, but Seb Anderson, he's a tall striker, plays for Union Berlin, 29-year-old, which is, another fact. I don't think that would be it with a couple of other players you'll see on the list. I don't think 29-year-old striker is the right one for me, in my opinion. But yeah, Celtic have apparently put in a 5.5 million bid, and I can't speak an awful lot about him because I don't really know him, but I don't think he's the one for me. Next is a young left back who has a lot of potential, plays for Liverpool, Yasser Larouci. He's on his final year of contract for Liverpool, and they're not. We don't think he's going to sign an extension. And when they came out with that, Leeds and Brentford were the two most interested, I think. And he's another pacey guy down the left, and just in that attacking mode. I don't think a loan will be good, especially because he's on his last year contract. But I'm excited to see if he will come. Next is a forward. I think Mainly striker, but can play on the wing too. I'm not that sure, but he plays for Girona, and his name is Strani. I think you'll remember him mainly from his Borough days. And yeah, he's 33. I can't see it happening once again. A bit like Seb Anderson, just his age puts me off him. And I can't see it really happening. It's another rumour. Like, none of these are confirmed, or just rumours. So yeah, we'll have to wait to see what happens on that front. But I don't really want it to happen. Next is I think DM or a centre mid, or one of those, I think. And his name is Lucas Martinez Quauta. I don't really know how to say it, to be honest. I have to get used to that if he signs. But he said he wants to play in Europe, and he's technically gifted, but the only thing putting me off him is he plays in the Argentinian league currently, and if he comes in to sit in front of the back line with Phillips, because there's rumours that we'll play 2 holding midfielders in front of the back 4, and I think against some of the top clubs that will be very beneficial. So say Quauta Phillips sit in front of our back 4. I can't see. I think he would need a lot of adapting with, like, our English back 4, and I can't see it being the best transfer ever. And apparently he's quite well, not very, but he puts in the odd foul. And I mean, with VAR in the Premier League now, if you touch someone, you have a risk of getting a red card. So I don't think. It just needs adapting to the English style of football. But next up, we have 3 youngsters in a row coming through, all in the Championship. Firstly is Danny Loader. He's a striker. I think he can play in midfield a bit too. When he played against Leeds, I think he was very good. He was energetic, and like that. I don't think. Well, I'll just cut to the point. I don't think he's for me. Not the one. I don't think he's really necessary for us. I think we should just go out big on that, because I think that we need a centre back and a goal scorer, and so I don't think maybe like wasting our time on this isn't the best look. But next is a Wigan youngster. Don't know a lot about him. Again, his name is McGurk, I think. Probably butchered his name. But yeah, all I really know is that he just has quite a bit of potential. Could be the one for us, and he plays for Wigan. So next is a player I'm really looking forward to. Another Wigan player. Solid potential. Really looking forward to see if we can sign him, and if he will get like any game time in the Prem. His name is Gelhardt. You probably hear about him with some of the heavy rumours, but I'm really excited to see if we can get him over the line. I think he's the type of player that we could get. I think he's kind of like a Say Samuel in a way, but yeah, really excited to see if we can get him. Next is a player we've been linked with quite a bit. Someone if we can't go not extremely big, but if we can't go like bigger than this, this is one of the ones that I would be set on. Apparently, we've agreed a 26 million bid for him. He's Edouard. He's a striker. I think he's a goal scorer. Just so someone like that in the Prem for us will help us stay up. Not just will help us. I don't think you can stay up with some of these rumours. I know that like a lot of these won't come true. Most of these probably. Only I think 1 or 2 of these ones that I've got currently will probably happen. But yeah, but with the signings that we are linked to, I think pushing like a bit of what Sheffield United did, I think. The perfect thing, and I think Edouard will help us with that, bagging in some goals, and with a bit of creativity behind him. If Hernandez can carry on working like he has been, I know his age is a bit, but I think he's like nearly the fittest he's ever been, and I think we can get another 1 or 2 seasons out of him, and I'm really excited to see what we can do with him. Next is Jose Campaña. He plays for Levante. He's a centre midfielder. And us and Arsenal are apparently either just looking at him or have lined up a bid. I'm not quite sure which one. But I'm excited about him. Don't know a lot about him again, but I think he's workhorse of what I saw from him. And I think he, under the management of Bielsa, he might turn him into maybe an attacking midfielder, defensive, or he could go either way. That's what Bielsa could do. But yeah, I'm excited to see what that could do. Next is another one that I don't know a lot about. He plays in the National League. Ethan Chislett is his name. He's 21. He's an Aldershot midfielder. I mean, with all the scouts we've got, we're linked with the National League players quite a bit, and I can't see this deal going through. If it does, I hope it's not too pricey, because I think I could guarantee that if he did sign, he won't be starting day in day out, or even on the bench probably. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a lot about him. He could prove me completely wrong, but yeah, another one that I think just isn't for me. Next is one that I'm excited for. Like I was saying, with the creativity just behind the strikers. This is Solly March. Now, another player that Bielsa could do anything with. I think he's naturally a winger. I've saw him play at Cam sometimes. I think he could. But he could move him into anything. Once again, that's what Bielsa can do. But yeah, £15 million apparently, and yeah, I really want to see that go ahead, especially in the wide positions. I think Costa and Harrison. That's it. I mean, Poveda, I really liked him when he did play since the restart. And I think we can see a lot more from him in the Prem. But someone like Solly March or Gelhardt or Sai Samuel, maybe 1 or 2 of them would be huge. But Solly March, I think I would want the most. He is the most costly, but still, I think he is worth it. I'll come down to the last 3. I think if we got all 3 of these in, absolutely huge. It would help him in. One of them was big Rumours, but then did break down because he promised to stay another year at his club. That is Thiago Almada. I think that Thiago is his first name. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, he's young, a lot of potential again. He's that creativity, a bit like Solly March. I think, like some of the other ones abroad, we need quite a bit of time adapting. And like we saw with Norwich, of course, who went down. They bought in, risked it with foreign players, and then I think they just took too long adapting there. And I don't think that I don't want us to take that long adapting, which is why some of these English players like Solly March will be beneficial for us, because I think they'll come in straight away and will be who they want us to. They'll be who we want them to be. But yeah, he admires Bielsa. He's just technically gifted again. And yeah, I'm excited to see what he can do. Next is a player that we need, in my opinion. Jonathan David is his name. Edouard or Jonathan David will be the one. I think Jonathan David I would prefer more. I saw him play winger, maybe just behind the striker, but the way he strikes the ball, really makes me interested in him, and I think that's where we'll go with him. I think he's 25 million, something like that, around there anyway, and he's good potential. He's quite young, he's quick. He's just got everything for me, and if he could come in on a permanent, that'd be huge, even for that pricey 25 million price tag. The Celtic, Lille, I think that's just to name a few, to be honest. I'm not quite sure who else, but I mean, that's the problem now. We're in the market, in the Prem, looking for players that can maybe take us top half, even edging towards Europe, hopefully. That would be huge. Him to come in is what I would love to see. And as they say, save the best till last, because this kid will be the best signing we can get in my opinion. I mean, within reason. I mean, best sign we can get in. You're speaking about the Messis, Ronaldos, and Mbappes, but I think this kid's better than them. Okay. Ben White, absolutely huge signing. He knows the system. We know him. All the fans already love him. And a couple of days there was bad news. Well, nothing was confirmed, but it wasn't very nice looking at it as goodbye post. I don't have it in front of me, but it was basically saying whatever happens in the future, he will be grateful of how we took him in and everything. But yeah, I would love to sign him on a permanent, and that's in between 40 and 30 million mark. We've heard what Potter's been saying, that he's part of his plans and everything, but there has recently been good news by the signing of Joel Veltman from Ajax for them. That's maybe a sign that he's willing to get, that Ben White will leave. To be honest, I can't see Ben White staying at Brighton this season. I think if he doesn't come to us, he'll be in a top 6 side or top half in the Prem. That's how good he is, in my opinion. And that Veltman signing made it a lot more likely to even about that goodbye post. Well, I'm just going through all my notes now. I think that's everything complete. Thank you for watching. I've been Leeds Latest News. Thank you. Like a Hellcat.